Hey, what's up everybody? This is Ruben. This video is about me taking a store-bought cake for my nephew's birthday and modifying it so that way it has a little personal touch to it. So the way that I did that is my buddies at Tasty Imaginations, what they do is you can submit a picture or design to them and they will print out a sheet with that design on it, and it's all edible. The ink is edible, the sheet itself is edible. So then you can, in my case, I bought a store-bought cake and I modified it and I put the sheet on there. What you can do too is you can make your own cake, you can make a pastry, a pie, and you can give it a personal touch. I have zero cooking ability, caking ability, so if somebody like me can do it, and it was very easy, I did it in a matter of say 20-30 minutes, anybody can do it. So check out the video, hope you enjoy it. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you like it some more, consider subscribing. Thank you very much. Hey, this Tasty Imaginations custom printed cake sheet came in, and what I want to do is I want to get this sheet put onto this cake. It's a chocolate chip cake and it's for my nephew, and obviously he's a Fortnite fan because look at the custom design. So there's going to be a little bit of modification that I have to do, but I'm going to have to take off the Oreos on the top there and fit it in there. So let's see, we're going to start with the beginning of the process here, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. So here we go. This is the first step here. What I did was I took all the chocolate chip cookies that were on the existing cake and I peeled them off. So obviously the goal is to put the custom printed edible sheet provided by Tasty Imaginations to put that onto there. So they'll probably have to do a little bit more modification. I'm gonna have to cut it and fit it in because I want it to fit right around these brown borders there, and then I'm gonna put the chocolate chip cookies back on top of it. So ultimately the idea is you can buy or make a plain cake. I did this a little bit different because my nephew wanted an Oreo cookie cake from a specific place, so I did that. But you can easily just take this sheet on a plain cake and just put it right on top of there. So this is a little bit more complicated, but for purposes of doing it another way to simplify it, you don't even have to buy a pre-made cake. You could just make a cake and do it that way. I gotta measure the custom sheet, and it's gonna help me fit it perfectly on the cake. So I needed to take the dimensions of the top of the cake, which were 7 inches by 10 inches almost perfectly. The white part of it is what I want to get this custom design on top of there, right? So I took the cookie pieces off. I'm gonna put those back on there. I had to trim this down about 1 inch on each side. It was very easy. I just took the scissors and I just cut it. Here we are in the process here. So I got all the stuff cleared off the top of the cake, and so I'm gonna use the white part of that surface to put the logo. Now I had to cut the logo to fit the top of that paste because there's a little bit of overlap because it's not perfect. So I took the measurements. I just trimmed it with a simple pair of scissors, and now I'm going to take this and I'm going to place it on top of there, and then after that I'm going to put the cookies, the Oreo cookies, back on top of there, so that way it's going to look like it was part of the cake. You can do this simpler where you just make a cake and you just put that on top of there, but my nephew wanted a particular style and brand of cake. I put the custom printed edible sheet on the cake, and it was actually pretty easy to put on there. This stuff is pretty easy to work with. Now all I have to do is put the cookies back on the edges so it'll look nice, and there it is. There's a custom made cake that was printed logos from my friend's company at Tasty Imaginations, where you can just submit a photo and they can print something up for you like this. It's real easy. You guys should give it a try. I'm gonna put the links in the description there. But anyways, I'm gonna go back to the next. So all I have to do is put those cookies back on top of it. There it is. I was able to get the cookies back on top of it, and I was able to put the design on it. So a slight modification. I was able to customize the cake and to buy the cake that he wanted. And the cool part of it, I was able to do it right on the spot. All I had to do was just order the design ahead of time, and then I was able to do this modification very easily. It was not difficult at all, and I'm somebody who's not an expert in cooking or anything like that.